Oh, for them? All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go wander around and then we'll be back.
Alrighty.
All right, is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what's your plea to the violation?
Guilty.
Accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Well, where you been?
I had got hit by a drunk driver, Your Honor, and broke both my arms and my legs, so I was on bed rest for like 4 months. My wife had to literally change me because I was shit and, excuse my language, using the bathroom on myself. And then, like a couple months right after, I was about to come turn myself in, my son got murdered, got gunned down. My oldest son, 21, Kamari. So I just had a lot going on. That's all. Like I would have reported to my PO. Me and Mr. Thompson never had no bad. I just had a lot going on that year.
When was your accident?
I can't remember, but I was out for like 3-4 months. My wife had to literally change me. I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom. I had a broken arm with two broke arms with a broke leg.
Was that in 24 or was that this year?
No, that was, I think, like last year. A drunk driver ran me over. I was on bed rest for months.
And when did this happen with your son?
I want to say last year.
Okay. Did you contact Mr. Tompkins?
I had left a message on him telling him about my son. Yes, I did.
Does that indicate that?
Me and Mr. Thompson was a good dude.
The last contact Dave has, with anyone regarding him was from 1/4/24 when his girlfriend called stating that David has COVID. Dave then reached out to him, left a voicemail on 1/23, never heard back. Called again on 1/26 and never heard back. So he attempted to contact him on multiple times and never heard back. I don't see anything in here. I'm not sure what the date of the situation with his son, but I don't see anything in the notes in regards to that.
You can look it up, Mr. O'Donnell.
These are Mr. Tompkins' notes.
So tell me what happened with your son.
I guess him and his friends was out and the club, a dude came and shot the club up, hit my son in the head, shot a lady and 3 other people, killed them.
Where was that? What club was that?
I guess at the hour spot, like on 93rd. I don't know where specifically. I wasn't there.
How old was he?
21 years old.
So how did you get picked up on this warrant?
Me and my wife was having an argument and the police came.
Where do you live?
On 90th and Huff. 93rd and Huff.
How long you lived there?
I've been living there for about a year.
You working?
Yes, I'm CMHA now. I got a new job. I ain't at that job no more. I had lost it when I was on bed rest. I do maintenance now. Maintenance man.
Where?
On 93rd and Huff, where I work at, right where I live at. I do the apartments and I take out the piping. Like if it's cold, I switch people pipes.
What's the story on your driver's license?
That's what me and Mr. Thompson was just talking. He said I only owed it like $400 some and I can get my license back.
Okay. If you got your license back, you can get out here.
Yes.
Because I didn't give you a lot of stuff to do, did I?
No.
On probation? Just
No. Yeah,
don't do any drugs
Yes, sir.
and work
Yes, sir.
and report.
That was the only reason why I couldn't report, because I got hit by a drunk driver, broken both my arms and my leg.
All right, well, you didn't report, the last violation you were here, you didn't report either, right? That was the last violation.
Yeah, remember I asked you, could you transfer it to Cleveland, but I think you said no. because they don't do that no more. So
Well,
that's why I've been
you
keeping my
wouldn't
life.
get much more supervision in Cleveland than you've had the last 2 years.
Mhm.
That's the problem with transferring it there. Now, you got a bad record over the years, right?
Yes,
You got a bad record over your lifetime, right?
yes.
Okay.
But I'm changed,
So-
and I ain't.
What?
I'm changed. I've been taking care of my kids and being a father, just working.
All right, so what trouble have you gotten in since you were sentenced here 3 years ago?
None. None, but the argument with my wife.
And that was at your apartment,
Yeah,
and the Cleveland police arrested you?
yeah, they came out because we was arguing, next door neighbor called.
They arrested you for what, the warrant or the argument?
The argument,
Did you get charged with anything?
nuh-uh. No, when I was getting out to Calhoun County, you know, they did the worldwide check and then this popped up.
How long has he been in on this?
90,
He has 77 days on the violation.
I had longer than,
Would you want to say, Mr. Thompson?
oh, no,
No, we're just talking about the numbers, Your Honor.
Oh. Now, when you were here in December 12th of '23, so you never reported at all after that? All right, listen.
yes, Your Honor.
Probation wouldn't rather have you anymore. They'd rather I just send you to prison so they don't have to supervise you, because they can't supervise a ghost.
I'll come to probation, I promise. The only reason why I got hit by that drunk driver, broke my arm and my leg.
But you're back at work now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna keep you on probation, 77 days, credit for 77.
Okay.
And I want you to get your license,
Yes, sir.
keep working, so you can get out here.
Yes, sir. Promise.
So when you come to see Mr. Tompkins,
Okay.
I want you to figure out within the next couple days
Okay.
what exactly you have to do to get your license, so you can tell Mr. Tompkins, so if you need any help, he can help you.
Okay.
But God damn it, you gotta show up.
I promise I will.
Anything else, Ms. Randazzo?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Langmack?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, Mr. Grady would waive his right to any final hearing and enter a plea of guilty to the violation.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes,
What's your plea to that charge?
yes.
You have to answer.
Oh, guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What's the story?
Yeah, do I have to stand?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, first of all, I wanna apologize, Mr. O'Donnell. I wanna apologize for being here today under these conditions. And, also I wanna thank you though. I wanna, really, thank you. You've been really merciful to me and, you did lead me in the right direction. Bless you. You led me in the right direction by giving me the, programs that I've been in. And, for the first time in my life, that I started reading these materials, really investment it in. And I know it wasn't easy for me, you know, I'm up and down the ladder a little bit. And, but I made a lot of progress, you know, through the programs, you know, and I had me a sponsor, and we was working the steps with me, you know, and I completed the requirement for the Ethan program. I got a certificate for that, and no dirty urines. And the person from there, one of the counselors, she kind of persuaded me to go to this other program with Hope Bridge. I really didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to, continue to go to Renaissance because, you know, I was still going there anyway, but I wanted to put more time in the Renaissance. But I ended up going to Hope Bridge and doing that too. I had one day to graduate on that Friday. We was going through some changes there for a minute. You know, my days, the time, and the cup. You know, their cup system is not the same as, you know, how they do it here. But anyway, we got that together. I had one day to graduate. That Friday, I would have been done. And when she called me in there and told me that I had a dirty urine and everything, I was just totally upset. You know, I kind of lost it. But I apologized, you know, to him for that, you know, because I was very disappointed myself. But I have made a lot of progress. I made a lot of progress. Like I said, I got my sponsor from the programs. I was going to the meetings. I was meeting my probation officer, try to get there early in the morning to see her and make sure I bring the papers in from the meetings as required. I was doing that and explaining to her what was going on at the other programs. I got me a doctor. He was giving me my meds and I cut them down. And I started taking my meds. I got me a caseworker and he was working with me. We was just getting acquainted real good. And so I was starting to pay my bills here, my fine here. I was starting to pay my fine here. I was paying my SR-22. I got me a car so I could make it back and forth and then have to depend on anybody else to bring me, you know, here. And, you know, I'm not a street person at all. I have some college education. I went to school, you know, and I got a lot of customers, you know, firefighters, police officers, retirees, a lot of retirees. And those are models for me, you know, and give good advice, you know. I'm entrusted with the keys to their house and business and everything like that. And this is my girl back here, yeah. And she helps me a lot, you know, assistance in my boss kind of like, so I pay attention to her too. My family is not here. Last time I got sentenced, I lost my grandmother. They didn't tell me until I went back and talked to her on the phone, you know, but I found myself while I was back there then thinking about the good memories we had together. So I'm 60, going on 65 now, and I'm making wiser choices, and I'm taking it to the heart, those programs, and not as a requirement to go to the sheet because I participate in them, and we becoming like attachment, like family, you know, and it is helping me. It is helping me. It's all on paper, and I was doing good, and I want to continue to be one of those ones that say, yeah, this is working, you know, and I don't want to let nobody down and myself down. I want to be one that finish and graduate and go through it successfully. I don't want to give up.
All right, so you were here in June. Where did you go? Because I had given you, did he go to Concord or Lake? Or what?
So he did go to Concord Pines, but he couldn't stay there because he is a registered sex offender. So then we requested permission for him to go to
Okay.
Ethan's Crossing. So he did go there and he finished that program.
All right,
And then he was doing his aftercare with Hope Ridge after he was released.
so how long were you at the Ethan Crossing program?
How long was that, 30 days or 60 days?
Yeah, it was 30 days.
30 days? 30 days.
So what'd you do there?
Oh, we extensive, we did extensive, it was very similar to, JTP here, it was very similar to that. But it was almost like boot camp of military because we was in class from 7 in the morning to 7 at night every day, including Sundays. We did a lot on coping skills. We had to check in and tell them how our day was, and a lot of feeling words, using feeling words, how we felt. And we had a lot of groups and different topics that the therapists or the counselors, instructors chose. We would speak on those topics. And sometimes we would watch videos and we would speak on the videos, about addictions and everything like that, And yeah, basically that was, and then we went to meetings too. We had meetings at night. After dinner we had meetings. We had NA and AA meetings too. So we had those every day also as well.
And then how long were you with the Hope Bridge program?
Hope Bridge, my last day, I was there 8 weeks.
Okay, so what were the circumstances of your use toward the end of that?
The circumstance of my using, I believe it was evolved around a separation with me and my girl, and I might have got with the wrong person, I believe, that was using, and done the wrong thing. I made the wrong choice right there. That's the only way I could have came up positive like that. But I'm gonna be accountable for whichever way it had happened, and be more wiser and responsible for my choices.
All right, and you've been going to Renaissance?
Yes, I like going to Renaissance. I have a caseworker, and we was getting close. And we was working on some plans and everything. The doctor, he lowered my dosage of the medicine. I started taking my medicine. And they have classes. There are two, they have some on the post-traumatic stress disorders. I wanted to check in and do some of that. So I believe they had like classes I could go to like 3 times a week or something like that, the groups. And I had a counselor. They checked my blood pressure and weight and everything like that. And we talk a little bit how my day is going and how my week has been going. They can tell if I'm stressed or depressed or, family ties and everything like that, how's everything going,
What meds you on?
That word is antras.
What's that for? What condition is that for?
A little bit depression, voices, I believe it's a level almost like schizophrenia.
Okay.
Is it?
So what?
I'm taking those and basically pain pills and pills that help me sleep a little bit. Trazodone.
Do they, is Renaissance just for mental health? Or,
Yeah, 'cause I have my doctor, he talks to me, and, the one that got me with prescribed medications, and, my, caseworker, and, then they have groups, like a counselor.
Okay, so what is it you're gonna, what do you gotta do to avoid using again?
I would like to continue doing, because I made progress, as it is, my probation officer, she got, a tracking of just like I was in Ethan program. And, the Hope Bridge, I was coming just clean, although I was going home on visits, and I was home, you know, for a while, that I was getting mostly nothing but, you know, like straight A's almost on the report card. I know it's my mind thing. I pray, you know, to God what was working to me to help keep me sober just for the day and that night. I usually thank Him for being, you know, give me that serenity. And I keep my mind on just for the day and not thinking about all these things that discourage me and keep me depressed. You know, I think about putting my mind on my recovery in NA and AA and living life and enjoying life without the use of drugs each day, you know, one day at a time. You know, and I'm getting old too. I'm too old. I can't be running for nobody or nothing, you know, and I just got to take care of business. That's what I do. Like I said, I don't stay in the street. I'm educating. I got a lot of senior citizen customers that give me good advice and keep me in check. And the programs, my probation officer, she works pretty good with me. It's stern, very stern but helpful, and I'm thankful for that. You know, I'm thankful for the programs that you've been giving me. You've been very merciful to me too. And I believe it's working. I believe I can handle it. And I want to get back home and do these things and keep going and just keep improving and improving.
She's stern or she mean?
She tolerates me sometimes. And, you know, she's not mean, but I mean, you know, she's, you know.
What, where do you live?
In Cleveland Heights, Cleveland Heights.
Okay. And what kind of work you doing?
Oh, we paint, we do yards, we paint, and flower beds, hedges. I do a little carpentry work. I got guys that do electrician and plumbing and furnaces, but I've been to school for bricklaying, a little bit of carpentry. I built my mom a 2-car garage, and you know, we do a lot of house painting and stuff. I'm trying to get away from lifting that tall ladder and everything. That's another thing I do when I work. I don't try to have nobody with me drinking and using alcohol or nothing like that, because I don't want to suffer no damages. And I use power tools like saws and drills and weed whackers and gas tubes, and now, you know, I can't do none of that like that. So, and I don't get no complaints. I get word of mouth, and they send me on to the other people, you know, all the time. I've been doing this for quite a while now.
The only thing that interferes with that is your stays over here.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta quit staying over here.
You know, by me being here this time, I have learned something about some of my strengths and weaknesses since I've been sitting back there. And you mean being here? Being here?
Being over in that place.
Yeah, okay, right, okay. Yeah, I have, since this time, I have learned some more about some of my strengths and weaknesses, and where I can be a little bit more helpful and something to occupy my time a little bit more. If I can, I don't know how they get these guys in here with NA, with the badges or Bible study or something like that. I think I would enjoy doing that, coming to the Bible study classes and participating and studying with the guys here and some of the NA, like giving leads. I was having a time here in the church and singing my song. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all day long, you know, and the pastors, they was, you know, I mean, we had a good time, you know, and the guys started singing. But it's getting really rowdy, you know, and it's crazy, you know. I'm getting tired of wasting time, you know. I'm real productive and industrial myself.
So when you get out, how are you gonna avoid using?
Staying on the right track, making the right decisions, and using advice of others, and enjoying my life one day at a time.
How many NA meetings were you going to?
I was going to 3, Jamie. I was going to 3, and including the ones that was into the programs themselves. Sometimes they had the meetings in the programs themselves. So my girl, she goes to them with me. So I was going to 3 on the sheets, 3 a week.
Who's you got a sponsor?
Yeah, I got this guy. I had this one guy, Greg, and we supposed to been going to McDonald's that day because he was going to bring his sponsor too, you know, and we was going to work over the steps together. But I still got his number, and I have a couple more guys' numbers. I used to go to Club 24 right there on Mayfield in Cleveland Heights. That may become my home group. I might make that my home group meeting. And my girl introduced me to a store because I like to read. You know, I've been in college and school, and I do a lot of highlighting. I mark up most of my books on the why. But I know the bookstore where I can get me some reading materials, and I like enjoying reading. So part of that to spend some of my time away from thinking about drugs and in the streets and everything like that. My downtime would be part of my reading, you know, and meditating on the steps and working the steps, or family time, calling and talking to someone, you know, discussing things and exercising. I like to work out a little bit, and cooking too, you know. So I go to the store, and sometimes I got me some cooking utensils, and we cook, and we go to the West Side Market, East Side Market, and Days, and we look at the cook shows, and we try to cook a little thing, and I think we be having our own contest. She do a little smorgasbord, and I do mine, but we bring it together, you know, and now we got to watch that too.
You still got that Troy Aikman jersey?
Pardon me?
Do you still have that Troy Aikman jersey?
Troy Aikman?
Aikman.
Oh, that
Cowboy.
jersey, that jersey?
Yeah.
I still have it. I still have it. I have more. Yeah, I still have that one.
Okay.
I'm glad you thought about that. I mean, you said that too, because when I left out of here last time, I had some brand new suits, and I got a little big, and I couldn't fit into them too good. So now I got to work on that too, you know.
All right, so are you better? How long you've been playing with that cocaine for like a long time, like regularly until all this happened, right?
I wouldn't say regularly, no, because
until you ran into that problem a year and a half ago, this case.
It was give or take, maybe regular, give or take, but
Okay.
yeah, because I keep myself busy with, preoccupied with jobs and everything. So most of my day, I would be out like a regular job. I start out in the morning, I may come back 7 to 8 in the day, and I'd be too tired to do too much of anything else but eating and sleep, you know, watch TV.
All right. So you when you're not using it, and you're working and cooking and doing all that stuff, do you feel better than when you are using it?
No, I don't like it at all. I don't
Okay.
find no enjoyment in it at all. I'm
Well, then
working
stop using it.
Pardon me?
Stop using it.
I will, sir. I'm letting your programs work, and I'm working the program.
Before you tested positive here, it appears you hadn't used it for a while.
Yes.
Okay, so what led to the decision to use it?
The decision was to get with the wrong person. And
yes,
the wrong person was the one using, and I might have attracted from that, but, you know, I don't really have no cravings or desires to use any drugs. I don't think about them like that. Not at all.
All right, so I'm gonna keep you on probation, 77 days with credit for 77. And you got the same term, what,
It was 69 days. Your Honor.
69?
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And then you got, the same terms of probation still apply, so you just gotta stop using, and you gotta lean on the people that you can lean on, so you're in the right environment, so you ain't using. So keep going to those NA meetings and keep your sponsor.
That's what I like doing. I'm getting into it.
Anything else, Mr. Matthews?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr. McDonald.
76. We're before the court for purposes of a forced medication hearing. Mr. Chad Mulkey is present in the courtroom. Mr. Mulkey is Thomas Young, the defendant's attorney in this matter. The state is prepared to go forward. We do have a witness, Dr. Noga, by Teams, who is also present electronically.
All right, Mr. Mulkey?
That's all accurate, Your Honor. We're prepared to go forward. Thank you.
All right, Mr. DePiero, you want to call your witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The state of Ohio calls Dr. David Noga.
Dr. Noga, would you raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Mr. DePiero?
Thank you very much. Good morning, doctor. How you doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Rocco DePiero. I'm an assistant prosecuting attorney at the Lake County Prosecutor's Office. Good morning to you. Please state your name, spell it for the record.
Name is David Noga, N-O-G-A.
All right, and sir, please let the court know what you do for a living, what position you have, where you're employed.
All right, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm employed at North Coast Behavioral Health Care.
Okay, and what is your educational background?
Finished my MD in 2018 and did adult general psychiatry residency at University Hospitals Case Western from 2018 to 2022.
Okay, so you have a medical doctor's degree and you're a psychiatrist, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, you're employed at North Coast Behavioral Health
Yes.
in the capacity of a psychiatrist, correct?
Yes.
All right, how long you been there, sir?
I've been there since January of 2025.
All right, and what do you do there?
Huh?
What do you do as a psychiatrist there?
Attending psychiatrist.
Okay, and so your duties include evaluating patients, deciding what treatment is appropriate for patients who have mental diseases, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and have you conducted capacity assessments for medication over objection, that would be forced medications, in the past? Have you conducted those assessments?
Yes.
How many times have you done that? Dozens?
Definitely double digits.
Okay, and have you testified in court before in your capacity as a psychiatrist?
Yes.
Okay, all right. How many times have you done that? Also double digits?
Yeah, dozens of times.
Okay. All right. Doctor, have you had an opportunity to interact with or evaluate the defendant, Thomas Young, in this case?
Yes.
Okay, and did you begin working with him there at North Coast Behavioral this fall?
Yes.
Okay, and why have you been meeting with him? What's the point?
He was admitted here for restoration competency because he was deemed unable to stand trial for his charges, and I was meeting with him to help him treat and manage his mental illness so he could become competent to stand trial.
Okay, thank you. And those are felony charges that are pending against Thomas Young, correct?
Most of them, yes.
Okay. I know we have a probation violation here, but there are felony charges that were, right?
Yes.
Okay, and while at North Coast, did you or other care providers observe any signs of mental illness exhibited by Thomas Young?
Yes.
What are they?
He has been paranoid. An example of this would be he refuses to eat any food that is not packaged and closed before he receives it. He also has been refusing to change from his clothes he got at the jail. He's been here for over a month. He also has been threatening, and he has had disorganized thoughts.
Okay, so based on those observations, did you diagnose Thomas Young with a mental disease?
Yes.
All right, and what is that?
schizophrenia.
Did you also base that schizophrenia diagnosis on his hospitalizations there at North Coast in 2019 and 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe in 2024 he was at Twin Valley, which is another state hospital located in Columbus.
Okay, thank you for correcting me on that, doctor. Are medications necessary for Thomas Young's treatment here and restoration of competency?
Yes.
All right, has he taken any medication since he's been there?
None for mental illness.
Okay.
That were voluntary. He did have to receive emergency medicine at one point.
Okay, but no medications that you would prescribe for restoration of competency, is that right, doctor?
Correct.
Okay, and why not?
He doesn't identify with mental illness, and he refuses to take any medications.
Okay, and what sort of attempts were made to administer medication?
Well, many times meeting with him and discussing various medications, trying to get rapport, and he refused.
All right, did you conduct an assessment regarding Thomas Young's capacity to refuse medication here?
Yes.
All right, what sources of information did you review?
I reviewed North Coast records, I guess my own interview with the patients, his interactions with another provider while I was out, his competency evaluation by Thomas Gasly,
Okay,
August 11th.
okay, and then you did interview him yourself on November 11th, 2025, right, doctor?
Yes.
Okay, and were you able to ask the defendant questions about his refusal to take medications?
Yes.
All right, what did he have to say? What did you learn from his responses?
He stated that he didn't agree with my opinion or any opinion of other doctors, and the way he phrased it was, I don't agree with anyone who attacks people with medications.
Okay, and regarding paranoia, did he talk about being poisoned in the context of medication, or is that just food? You know what, let me withdraw.
Mentioned being poisoned even in the community, in restaurants, as well as fear of being poisoned while in settings such as hospitals.
Okay, and he did refuse during his interview to even talk about psychotropic medications with you, didn't he, doctor?
Could you repeat that?
He did refuse to even discuss psychotropic medications with you during that interview, didn't he?
Yes, in detail, yes.
Okay, and now based on your observations of the defendant, the review of materials that you spoke about here, did you render an opinion regarding Thomas Young's capacity to refuse medication?
Yes, my opinion was that he lacks capacity to refuse medications.
All right, and is that based on his being a mentally ill person suffering from schizophrenia?
Yes.
Okay, and is that opinion made within a reasonable degree of medical certainty?
Yes.
Do you have a proposed course of treatment for Thomas Young?
Yes.
What's that?
I would trial him on oral medications such as risperidone or Invega, and for ones with a short half-life. The judge is there. Sorry, the defendant is here. And
All right, let me stop you for a minute, doctor. Your Honor, for purposes of the record, I'd just like to say the defendant is in
Yes.
the Teams meeting video.
Right.
And,
Yes.
all right,
The police are asking him to have a seat.
He's standing over the document, you have a seat where you submit.
If he, listen, Mr. Young, you need to sit down, all right, and not interfere with the doctor, all right? And if you interfere with the doctor, we're gonna have you removed, you understand that?
Well, I would prefer to, be able to have an actual hearing.
You're having a hearing, Mr. Young, Mr. Young, listen, you're not to interfere with the doctor while he's testifying. If you do, I'm gonna have you removed. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Shapiro.
Dr. Noga, are the medications that you testified about necessary to restore the defendant to competency?
Yes,
All right, is the administration of those medications substantially likely to render Thomas Young competent to stand trial within the statutory time frame?
yes,
Do these medications have side effects?
yes.
What's the nature of the side effects?
They can increase appetite. They also can have effects on the dopamine system in their brain. So potential for him feeling like he needs to move more, or being more restless, or having involuntary movements. We would monitor those and offer him medications for those side effects if they were to arise.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that question, okay. Once the defendant is competent, would any of these potential side effects interfere with the defendant's ability to assist his attorney in his defense?
No,
Okay, so the side effects would not undermine the fairness of a trial in these circumstances, is that right? Okay.
yes, that is correct.
All right, are there any less intrusive alternatives available that would achieve substantially the same results as the medications?
No,
Is the administration of drugs medically appropriate and in the defendant's medical best interest?
yes,
All right, now there was a second opinion rendered in this case by Dr. Korobkova at North Coast. Did you review Dr. Korobkova's opinion?
I did. I don't have it in front of me, but yes.
Okay, it's substantially the same as yours, right?
One more time?
Dr. Korobkova's opinion is substantially the same as yours, at least as it goes to the opinion,
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes,
All the opinions that you've made here, are they made within a reasonable degree of medical certainty, doctor?
yes.
Okay. Doctor, thank you very much, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
Mr. Mulkey?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, doctor. How are you? Can you hear me okay? My name is Chad Mulkey. I'm the defense attorney for Mr. Young, all right? Just a few questions for you. As part of your diagnosis, did you take a treatment history?
Yes,
All right, and did you learn, you mentioned that he had been had been at North Coast in 2019 and at Twin Valley in 2024, is that correct?
yes,
All right, and do you know whether or not he was on medications in 2019 while he was at North Coast?
yes.
And what medications was he on at that time?
I don't have them in front of me, you know, otherwise I could check, but I know at that point in 2019, he was considered to not have capacity to refuse medications, and it was after a court order. But I am being instructed.
Is he looking at something? or waiting for
Yeah,
a
are
question?
you looking at something, or are you waiting for me? Doctor?
One time?
Are you reviewing something, or are you waiting for me to ask another question?
Oh, I'm looking at, I'm giving you the exact answer about what medications he was on.
Can I-
2019.
Well, I guess I'm gonna ask another question, and you can stop doing that, that's all right. And my question would be, are you aware of any side effects that he experienced in 2019 from the course of treatment that he was prescribed at that time? Can you tell us that much?
No, I'm not aware.
All right, and in 2024, I'd like to turn your attention to his time at Twin Valley. Are you aware of any adverse side effects from his course of treatment from Twin Valley in 2024?
No,
All right, and you mentioned at least two oral medications that may help him be restored to competency. I believe it was Invega and Risperidone, is that correct?
Yes.
Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Can you tell from the review whether he's had those medications in the past?
I believe, speaking to him, he has had those medications in the past.
All right. And can you tell whether or not either of those medication would cause any adverse sedative effects? You mentioned increased appetite and restlessness, but what about any sedative effects?
Not significantly, and they are known to cause sedative effects, but to adjust that, we plan the dosage to be given immediately prior to sleep for risperidone or Invega. It doesn't get absorbed until the end of the GI tract, so I would offer that in the morning, and so the medicine wouldn't be at its highest levels and sedating until nighttime.
So would it be fair to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, that if there are any adverse sedative effects, you could bring those under control with additional medication? Is that a fair statement?
I would say we would bring it under control by adjusting the timing.
Oh, all right, and that would have the same effect to bring the adverse
Yes.
sedative effects under control, if any. Is that a fair statement?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. And you believe that this can be done within the period for which he needs to regain competency to come to trial?
Yes.
All right. I don't have any other questions, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. DePiero. Anything further?
No, thank you very much, Doctor.
Do you have any other witnesses?
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Based on the testimony of the doctor, I'm going to find the defendant lacks capacity to refuse medication, that the recommended treatment of forced medication is the least restrictive method of treatment, and that the defendant would benefit from that treatment. So that's my order. So you can go ahead with the plan, Doctor. Anything? Thank you, Doctor. Anything else, Mr. DePiero?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Mulkey?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right.